Hello and welcome to this third LaTeX tutorial. In this section tutorial, we are going to talk about tables. We can do tables for a lot of stuff. We can set up a lot of different numbers, set up a lot of different text. We can do a lot of stuff. Tables are great. So if you recall from last tutorial, we used begin figure to begin a figure. Now we're going to use, you guessed it, begin table. Nope, not actually table. We're going to use well, now I can't spell. Tabular. It's kind of a table. It's not really spelled like a table, but let's not begin it again. That would be weird. Let's end it. There we go. Okay, so now we have our table. We have it in the introduction. I don't know why I wanted a table in the introduction. I'm writing it in the introduction because I don't want to scroll all the way down. Now, it's complaining. Yes, we don't have anything in our table. It wants us to put stuff in our table. Let's put stuff in our table. So, what I want to put in first is, I don't know, I want a count of something, whatever. So I'll compile it again. Let's see what happens. It complained a little bit less because now it writes actually only owned. Let's try not to just have owned there. So let's write an and sign because this means we want to tab for the next one, and let's write, I don't know, symbol. And let's make a new line. This is how you set up the table. But what I realize is we forgot something. We forgot an important thing. After tabular, we need two curly brackets, and we need to define where we actually want to place our stuff. Do we want to place it to the left, to the center, to the right, wherever? I kind of want to place it in the center, and in the center, both of them in the center, because I like centered stuff. It stopped complaining, and as you can see, we now have two symbols placed in the center. I'd actually like to get an extra spacing here because it looks ugly. Why would you? This is just weird. I'll ask it to make a new line. Pretty standard stuff. Simple, new line, gets new line, new page, gets a new page. And there we go. Still nothing happens. I'll force it to make a new line. This actually also means new line, so I'm asking it to make two new lines. Weird. And it makes a new line. It gives us a little complaint. I don't care. It can complain or whatever it wants. Now I have my new line and I have it as I wanted. Okay. So now I'll write something else. I don't know. I'll write icosahedron. This is my favorite word. And I'll write 20 because 20 is a good number. That's as many sides as an icosahedron has. As you can see here, we have the center count icosahedron symbol 20. This might look a bit weird since we actually don't have the same length and it's just numbers. So maybe let's take a left center this one here. We can have center on the other one, whatever. It's just symbols. And there we have it. But now I kind of want, instead of just the count and the symbol, maybe I actually want to change it. So I want the symbol here and the count here. That would make way more sense. And then I want something to make sure I can actually see that we are in a new line now. So what I want is I want to make an H line. This is a horizontal line. When I recompile it, you will be able to see that we now have a horizontal line here. And it looks better. But I would also kind of like to have a line through here so we can see where this is split up, because we don't want the symbols and the counts to mix up. What we can do is write a line up there. So maybe we have the left centered line between, or left centered. We have the left line, a line between, and then right centered. I'm just talking crazy right now. So let's get something else. I don't know. A normal die. I don't know what the fucking normal die is called. It has 6 sides, whatever. And then I don't want anything else more, so I'll write H line down here too, so we can actually stop it. Compile, think. And here we go. See, how this looks a bit better. I'll zoom in a little bit. Looks pretty good. It's kind of not what I wanted, but whatever. Let's try and make some more lines up here. I would like it inside a box, but I like 2 lines here, then a line there. What else do I want? I actually want an H line up here. Yes, that's actually exactly what I want. There we go. Now I have 2 lines there. Let's zoom in a little bit again. I know it can be hard to see. Then we have a really pretty table. It doesn't get better than this. Okay, it might get better, but whatever. It's still the beginning. So, as you remember with the figure, we want to kind of reference to this table, because, you know, down here, when we start to talk about our bacon, because we sure love our bacon, we actually want a lot of bacon down here. It might be a bit too much. Let's just have it like this. We will write C table ref, because we reference to our table, as you remember from before. And what table number do we have here? I don't know. Okay, let's try to figure out what table number we have. And again, we can just use the label to label our table. Yes, we can do that. And what we want to do is just before the end of the table, write label. And I want to label my table. Instead of using fig bacon, for example, we can do fig, or I don't want to do fig because that's for figures. I want a table. So table die, because it's a table of dies. And let's compile. Let's see what happened. Okay, I forgot to actually reference to it down here. So do table die, and I can see it's kind of complaining a little bit, but let's see what happens. Red table 1, but as you can see, it kind of continued in a weird way. So what we have to do here is, instead of having the label inside the tabular, we're actually going to start out with a table. Okay, this is counterintuitive. I know. We want first a table, then a tabular. What? Let's do that and set in the label, and let's end the table. Then let's try and recompile it. See, much better. Now it looks good, and we again reference to our table up here. Let's try and delete these lines here, because whatever, we don't need them. There we go. We have a nice table up here. We can reference to it, and we can even do, let's see, no, let's not do that. Yeah, so that's how you make the table. You can put in a bunch of extra lines up here. Let's do a right aligned and then 3 lines. I don't know if you can do the 3 line. Let's try. Let's put in here and let's say, I don't know. I'm very lousy at figuring stuff out. Let's do whatever. No. Try and recompile it, see what happens. As you can see here, we actually got 3 lines. It does not look like it's something we can use for anything at all, but whatever, it's there. As with the figure, you maybe want to have this centered. Let's try and center it. And how do you think we were gonna do that? Begin. I can't spell. Center. End. The center. Seems like how you do it. Let's recompile. And I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. As you can see, it's now centered very nicely. It's set where it's supposed to be, and it's easy to do. This seems like it's hard code. It's not hard to do. Sit down, relax, take it one step at a time. It's very easy to do. An and sign is a tab, and a double backslash is a new line. Try it out, and let's see you next time. Next time we're probably going to do some list structures, so we can have some dots and lines. Work with that. So let's try that out.